Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we're in the Arca Menards series here at the old Michigan, the 2018 legacy one. So should be very interesting. The set is very loose. We got a bunch of people that we normally race with here. Larry, Justin's in here, Nick's in here, both Gavins are in here. JP, Andrew from last week who won. I think he won the road course race. But a lot of people recognize we race with every week in this series, being in the top splits. Should be a good one. Hopefully we can run a decent time here in qualifying. I don't need to run like super fast. I just want to like run my laps, survive this race, or at least survive the beginning with how loose this set is, and you should be fine for the rest of it. Because like the first few laps it is pretty loose, and then I think it will tighten up over time. So we're gonna do the best we can. Fastest I've ran so far is like a 40.5, pretty much a 5 flat. Just trying to get the car from not getting sideways. We actually had a lot of grip there. I'm kind of shocked with how much grip we had off before. Kind of scares me on other people's times, like they're gonna be so much faster. If we can get the 5s, I'd be real happy, but I wasn't very consistent at doing that. Try to get down to where this grip is. I don't really want to get below that seam, because that seam is going to make us super loose. Don't hit the wall either. A little loose on exit, but it wasn't like where it slowed us down too much. For the qualifying laps, you can stay in the gas a good bit to get the car to rotate. Not a super fast turn 3 and 4, but it was decent enough, I think. Honestly, we had more speed going into this lap. We had a 4? That's fast as I've ran so far. Let's go. I'll take it. We actually had 1 mile an hour more at the line starting this lap. If we could somehow capitalize on that, and we didn't get loose off the tube, I might have gotten tight and pushed through there and lost some speed. But if we can capitalize on that, that might make the second lap a little bit better. Try to push it off turn 4, walk it up to the wall so we don't really get sideways. Try to get as much speed as you can out of it. All the way down here, just don't clip the grass. Was that any faster? 481. Damn, that was consistent though. Damn, they're running 2s. Wow, I've seen Justin and I think JP run a really low 3. That's the first time I've seen the 2s. Gavin Lemons got a freaking 340. Great lap by him. Larry got a 352. Let's see where everybody else is qualifying. Gavin was way up there. He's super fast. Nick got a 524, which is pretty good. Gavin back here is 671. He might have slid a little bit in his lap, because I know he ran like just under a 6 in our last practice. Mike's in here as well. Pretty sure he live streams these on YouTube. Like he does a bunch of ARCA races through the week, but we got a 471. Fastest time I've ran so far, which is awesome. We're starting about 9th, almost mid-pack. 21 cars here. We're just waiting on the 12 car to do his laps, and we'll be on rolling, it seems like. So I'll bring you guys back for the green flag. All right, well, everybody actually ended up running their times. We stayed at 9th, so that's nice. Starting top half of the field. Hopefully we could stay up here. That would be great. If we could finish, we're car number 14 out of 21. If we could finish top 10, that would be amazing. Try to take it somewhat easy here on the start. We have Mike behind us and then Nick straight behind him, I believe. Let me look. Yeah, we have Nick straight behind him. Gavin is an 18th, so he's a few more rows back on the outside. Not sure which lane would be preferred, really. You could make a good run on the outside. It's just, you gotta manage the car being loose in the beginning. That's the main thing. We just gotta not get the car loose, get the car upset at us, and so we can have the tires for the whole race. 25 laps is a long time here. You really need to get your corners right for the long straightaways. Draft will definitely help in that case though, if you mess up a little bit, but you mess up a little bit, you're gonna get passed by a bunch of cars, I assume. And if you get a little sideways, you might get ran over immediately, because everyone's gonna be right on top of each other for the start of this. So hopefully we can stay off of everybody else and not wreck this thing. But we were the only one in the 4s. That's nice. That's cool to see. I'm happy with the qualifying time we did though, but Gavin up there had a great time. 340. I'll be interested. It'll be interesting to watch his perspective in the next couple days whenever he posts this. on him starting up there. I want to see how he did his qualifying lap because he was. Oh wait, no, he usually doesn't show qualifying, does he? I think he just starts up when we're about to go green, pretty much, like while we're rolling under pace laps. So not really going to see his qualifying time. He was flying though. I tried. I was in practice with Justin and them, who's up front and ran a super fast time. I was seeing the line Justin was running. He's just so much smoother with it. He gets a little sideways, but he keeps his speed and doesn't really let the sideways slow him down. He doesn't get sideways enough. Yeah, hopefully we can survive this, Gavin. Gavin was worried that he wasn't gonna make this split, but I think there was like 145-ish people that registered, so a lot of people, but it might have been not as high of iRatings as normal. I don't know, because he was worried about not making it, but he was number 18 of 21 or 17, one of the two. I think he was 17. Yeah, he's car 17 of 21 in 18th place, so hopefully he can gain some spots through the field. It'd be interesting to see his perspective coming from the back, if he can make up some spots there. We're starting dead in the middle, so hopefully we can gain some spots too, but there's a lot of fast people up here that I've raced against in this series, and they're usually way gone. So hopefully we can do our best. Got Brandon starting on our outside in the 11. He's usually pretty quick. Mike was really fast last week at the road course and then had an altercation and ended up finishing pretty bad in the first race, like the top split one. First one of the week. He had a bad result because of that. I imagine he got some wins though through the week. I'm pretty sure he races this a bunch throughout the week.
Y'all reckon this gets looser or tighter?
I think it's gonna get tighter. I really do think it's gonna get tighter. A lot of sets usually do, but it depends on how much.
I didn't practice at all.
Because it depends on how much you get your car loose early on. Then it might stay loose, but if you just wear out the right front, it's gonna get tight. Doubt this place is gonna have restart zones, so leader's gonna be able to go whenever. Tried reacting off the guys on the outside up there. Didn't have a great start, but didn't have a terrible one either. We're clear of the 11. I'm not gonna like just close the door on him or anything up there. Not take this full throttle. Definitely don't want to get under that seam. Somebody's already in the wall. That's Andrew.
Thanks, JP. I was having a handful. Sorry about that.
I think he was really pushing it, probably trying to get a spot. Just got to be careful on throttle. That's what's going to get this thing sideways. But in the draft, it might have a little bit more downforce. It may not be as loose. Didn't really get a lot of practice being right behind somebody. But we're kind of in our own little bubble right now, which is okay with me. Able to go in a little deeper into turn one because of that too. Catch up to the rear of this pack a little bit. Just gotta watch out to see if anybody smacks the wall up there hard. And hopefully we don't burn off our tires, because I'm pretty bad at doing that. Yeah, in the draft it feels like we got a little bit more grip. So you might be able to keep the power down a little longer on the start of this run at least. I do imagine it's going to end up getting tight and you really just have to work the throttle a little bit more. I did change my steering to like 14:1 to help me on the looseness in the beginning. And I turned the brake bias down to like 63, I think, something like that. Try to help the car turn a little bit. Whoever's in first is gone right now. They are so far ahead. It's absolutely crazy. Caught up to the end of this pack, which is really nice. Not really gonna be able to go anywhere at the moment. Pull it off early, try to get the car turned so I don't have to burn out my front right. I think that's Andrew on the inside there. He's really trying to make that work, but the outside kind of prevailed. I feel like the outside is going to be the way to make passes, especially once these tires get more worn out. Ooh, they're touching. Just barely. I do think the outside is going to be the way to go. You just have to do it right. Might burn up a little bit of your tire, but track position is going to be really nice. Let's see if we can get a run here. Went in a little higher, cut down a little bit. Didn't really get as much of a run as I wanted. I don't want to jump to the inside though, after saying the outside is going to be the way to pass. Not as much grip on this next lane up. On that outside of that seam, there's not as much grip there. It's a little loose still. Mike's starting to catch us from behind now. 41.04. So far, been a super clean race. Use the slightest bit of brake. Let it roll a little bit more. Get down to that seam for the apex. We're all just running so smooth right now. Mike's still catching us from behind, so he's definitely pretty quick right now. Maybe just getting on throttle a little earlier than us. Damn, from second on back is like so tight. First place just gone. Who is in first? I don't even know. James, I think that was the guy that started on pole. He is absolutely gone. Might be able to start peaking a little low on that seam, like just barely touching it, try to get the car to rotate. Once it gets a little tight, feel like you can. I really don't like the offset on this car at this track, but I kind of just have to deal with it because I tried making it to where it was straight and it made it harder to drive through the corner. It was weird. It made it so much easier for me to spin out, so I just had to put it back to the -4 it starts you at, and you're kind of like crooked with the wheel, which I hate, but it is what it is. 41.163. But hey, we've maintained our spot this race so far, which is awesome. Really happy about that. Had a little bit too much turn in the middle of that corner. Don't want to smack the wall and exit either. But you have a lot of room to run up. 7 car got around Mike. Nick's back there too. Eight car's really checking up there. I think to try to get like a little bit more turn in his car. If I could jump to his outside, that'd be great.
I'm down here.
He rolls 1 a lot quicker than I do. I roll 3 a lot quicker than he does. So it's gonna be tough to try to get that this pass completed. But then battling behind us is really making a gap. We're almost a second gap behind us, which is great. Lap 9, about going on to lap 10 here. Did not get the car turned down. Try to use the throttle to get the back end to come around a little bit. Don't want to lose this draft though for sure. 7 car had a great 3 and 4. I really screwed up that corner. Just went in a little high, never got it turned.
41.73.
Damn, you're already so far off of our qualifying time. That's crazy. Still loose down there. You can get the car to turn a little bit down there, but I don't want to get too down. I don't want to get too low in 1 and 2. That's where you're getting to the dangerous portion of the racetrack. I'd imagine 3 and 4 is the same way. The old Michigan, it's like this line, and you can move up some a little bit, but it's not like the newer Michigan. Newer Michigan has a lot more grip on it. So I'm happy they threw this at Old Michigan. Once I saw the schedule for like the Legacy Pocono, Legacy Michigan, like those are always so much looser. Just because of the older surface, it's more abrasive. Car's not as loose as it was in the beginning. It's not really getting as tight as I was expecting either though. Nick's gotten around Mike, and Mike is battling for that position behind him now. Damn it, 3 and 4. I need to turn in a little earlier. I'm screwing up 3 and 4 badly. I need to just barely turn in earlier because I'm screwing up the line and staying way too high. You can see how much time I lose through that one corner. 1 and 2, I'm okay. Car in front of us, Andrew, looked like to be a little loose there. I don't know if he clipped the seam or not. Steven's starting to catch us in the 7. Yeah, I just need to turn it a little earlier to get this thing down here, and then I can slow it up and drive off. You'll be turning the wheel a little bit more on entrance, so you have to worry about it getting a little loose once you start getting on throttle, but at this point in the race, it's not too bad. We're halfway through now.
41.872.
Hopefully we can hold off Steven here and try to catch back up to the pack. I feel like I'm pretty good through 1 and 2. It's 3 and 4 where I've been screwing up. That was a pretty good 1 and 2, I feel like. I think I pulled slightly on Steven behind us. Oh yeah, he's diving in even lower than us. Probably getting it to turn down there on that seam. Okay, I need to take note of that. And Nick is behind Steven here, trying to catch us 7/10 back.
41.974.
You can definitely do a wider arc into turn 1, because it will turn a little bit better because of the banking on the front stretch. He's got a decent run on us behind. I don't know if he's going to try to dive it into 3 and 4. I want to get the car down here and turned. See if I could use this seam, then get on throttle. That actually worked decently. I think he still has a better run than us off of turn 4. Looks like he's going to look to our inside here. Try to hold him off on the outside, but I just think that lane is so good. I started to pull down a little bit. It's getting loose. That one lane up, it's so loose. It's crazy. That was sketchy. Okay, don't run out of the groove. I thought you were going to be able to use that higher lane, get the momentum, but it is just so loose out there. And I overdrove 3 pretty bad. My rear tires are not liking us at the moment. Probably burned out my tires a little bit. I usually do on these ARCA races for the bigger tracks, like 1.5 miles or bigger. I usually burn out my tires pretty bad. It's not great. Oh yeah, it's getting real tight now. Oh yeah, I'm definitely burnt out the front right. I need to let it roll a little bit more through the center of that corner, because Nick's behind us now, getting a pretty good run here. Don't think he's gonna look to our inside. I'm just not getting too much turn through the center, or like really entrance and then center once I get on the throttle. I really have to get it pointed down there and then get on throttle and walk it up to the wall.
42.45.
Waited on it a little longer, tried to get to that seam. Yeah, he's got a good run on us here. He's probably gonna look inside. Or not quite. Oh yeah, he is. There he goes. Nope, he thought second of it. I would have given it to him if, not given it, but I would have ran slightly higher, like the lane above, but he's been killing us on exit. Everybody is.
Yeah, better watch out behind me.
Everybody's been killing me on exit of 2 and 4 right now, so I'm just kind of trying to manage the car.
Still there, quarter. Still there.
Oh damn, he drove that deep as shit in.
Still there.
Try to do what we can on this outside. Side draft slightly. Definitely got a little bit better of a run down the backstretch on the high side, but I don't think it's going to prevail in 3 and 4. 3 and 4 has been so much worse.
There. That's a good job.
Might get a little run down the front stretch, that's it, but our exits have been really bad. Mike's back behind us in 12th now. Gavin's up to 14th, so he's gained a few spots since the drop of the green. I wonder where Gavin is up there. He started in 4th. I'm real interested to see. Oh yeah, it is loose down there. I think Nick found that out real quick too. I thought he had a straighter run off, so I thought he was gonna be able to keep it going, but maybe not quite. Yeah, I really think I burnt off my front right pretty bad. That was a decent 3 and 4. I think the draft really helped us there. Off that corner. Maybe we can make a little bit of a battle here with Nick for the end of this. He drives it so much deeper into turn 1 than we can. He's trying to get the car loose down there. I'm sliding, just going up the track. Oh, I love a loose set. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot better than a tight set, in my opinion. Hey, Gavin's gotten up to 13th now. Good job. Keep working it. Thought I got on the throttle a little too early there. I had to let off. Might have hurt us there. But I literally don't think anybody's wrecked. I literally think this has been such a clean race so far. And nobody's wrecked. Like, I don't think anybody's even a lap down. Yeah.
42.
Everybody's still in the lead lap. Nobody has wrecked or spun. Tried to throw it in a little deeper, then get on brakes a little. The slightest bit. Just be careful pushing up off of 2. Nick's getting pretty loose up here. Might be able to capitalize on that if he gets a little looser. We can get a good run down a straightaway on him. I think when I ran the outside on the 7 and got super sideways off of one corner, that really heated up our tires bad. And we had a bad, like, 3-4 laps after that for the exits. But there is a battle for the lead up there, it looks like. So that's good to see. The leader was gone in the beginning, so glad to see that there's actually a battle for the lead now. At least we're sticking with these guys up here. Yeah, they're battling behind Mike, so Mike has such a big gap for 12. Trying to use the throttle to get the back end to come around a little bit. Don't know if it hurt us or not in that corner. I feel like it was okay, not amazing. Starting to catch Jordan a little bit up there, so we might have a battle on the last lap for that spot, potentially. Ooh, Nick got in the wall. I was like following him up there too, and I was close to scraping it. Like messed up his entrance, but messed up ours a little bit too, because I was trying not to run straight in the back of him. So he pulls away a little bit. He had a better exit than us through that corner. I thought that was going to suck him in the wall a little bit more, and he was going to be stuck on the high side in that corner. Our car just has no drive off the corner. Like, it's so tight middle on out. Even though it looks loose, it's a little, but not too much. Like, it's just right on the loose side at this moment. It just feels so tight. I just think I burned off my front right. But I'm happy with how we ran. We ran between 9th and 11th literally the entire race. Started 9th, ran 9th for probably the first maybe 15 laps. Maybe 13-ish. And the 7 got by us, who's making a charge through the field. He's up to 8th now. I think he probably saved his tires decently. I just want to get on throttle so much earlier like you do in the beginning. Nick looks so loose up there, but it might just be like prediction code a little bit with his car being yelled out. Don't think we're going to catch Jordan up there, actually. He started picking it up a little bit. I think Nick is catching him slightly. And hopefully there's a wreck on this last lap so we can get a top 10. That'd be awesome. Don't know if there will be, though. That was a good 1 and 2 for us. That was probably the best 1 and 2 I've had in 20 laps. Maybe not that much, maybe like 15 laps.
Sorry guys, I just pulled the Mark Martin, thought that was a kicker.
Oh. That sucks. You hate to see it. Oh, Jordan's way down there. He might get loose off of 4. Not quite, though. Clean-ass race, though. Nobody wrecked.
You need to make this
Good
like
race.
a
Good
40
race.
or 50
Who
lapper.
won?
Good win.
Gavin got second.
Great race, good
Damn.
win.
I definitely want to see his run. Because that's crazy. Damn, Justin finished 7th. What happened to him?
You have a good run, Thomas.
He usually finishes like top 3, 4
Good
easily.
race, good win.
I think he qualified like 3rd or 2nd too. He's really good at qualifying.
I really didn't do anything stuff like that. I'm sorry.
That's crazy though. Good race by Gavin. I want to see that battle there at the end. Because they had one hell of a battle. Probably side by side there at the line. Where did other Gavin finish? 14th, not bad. He started back in 18th, so not a whole lot he could do there. 58, 78, 66, 78. Okay, not too bad. Definitely could have been worse, but definitely could have been slightly better. I want to see. Oh, damn. Nick's front right was a 63 there at the end. Damn. Oh, they weren't side by side at the line. I'm shocked. Because they were side by side for a while, like a few laps ago, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. They kind of just ran single file there. What was the battle then? Because the 6, where did the 6 car finish? 4th? Oh, he must have burnt off his tires some. He finished half a second behind. But Larry was in the lead. The 3 car ended up winning it. Larry got 3rd. I want to see the battle up here for what happened. 3 car got inside of Larry there. So the inside was the way to pass towards later in the race. I thought the outside was going to come a little better, but it never did. The old Michigan is not like that. Newer Michigan, definitely. So Thomas in the 3, great win by him. He gets by. And then Larry's still staying out there trying to get a run off the corners. He is pretty well. And then Gavin just catches up. And then just takes that inside line after the 3 gets by him. And Larry just has to keep battling on that outside. That wasn't super fast. But Larry was making it work pretty well up there. But great racing. I'm interested to see his perspective whenever he posts this race. Because that's a great finish. P2, he started 4th. He had a great qualifying too. We started 9th, finished 11th, not terrible. We are car 14, so I'm happy about that. We'll gain some iRating at least. I've had a rough week last week in New Hampshire. Like, that was not super fun. But let's go back to lap 1. Doubt there's really any incidents through the race. Hardly any, probably. There might be a couple wall scrapes. That might be the only thing. I don't think I really even touched the wall. Yeah, the mic back here did. Behind us. It seems like when people are like going out to come back into turn 1, it's giving people like incidents, but they really didn't get any. And this is actually towards the end of the race because Gavin's fighting Larry there. Larry's all over the back of Gavin. That's terrifying. But yeah, I don't know. There really wasn't any incidents besides a couple wall scrapes. It was probably a 0x race. Oh, 1x by Gavin, 4 by Mike, 5 by Brandon. So I don't know what happened there between all them. So that's unfortunate. Gavin might have actually gotten that 1x at the very end, potentially, if he was trying to battle with somebody, but I don't think he was he? Oh, I like the way that car looks. I don't know if his scheme's actually... Oh, yeah, that's actually his scheme. I like the green, though. The green really pops pretty well. But don't know what he got a 1x for, but I'm happy with how he ran. Didn't burn off our tires as bad as some other people, surprisingly. Really thought our front right was going to be a lot worse, but Nick actually had a worse front right. But we were pretty low down there for the most part compared to some of the other guys. 58 by the 8 cars. That's why we were catching him at the end. Or the 5 car. He was 8, I think, last week or something. That's why I keep thinking that. But 5 cars front right was a 58. That's why we were catching him so badly at the end. 7 car had a great run from 15th to 8th. That's a hard charger for sure. And Brandon went from 10th to 18th, so he was struggling there. Might have got loose in the beginning or something, not sure, but we finished 11th. Great racing between everybody. That was a lot of fun, so let's go see what we end up getting out of the results. All right, results in. Strength of field 38.77, really high strength of field. How many splits were there? 7 different splits. That was a lot of splits. A lot of people registered to run that. 6 car ran fastest lap of the race. Not shocked by that. He checked out in the beginning, but I think he burned off his front right too much, or maybe smacked the wall or something. I don't know. But there really wasn't any instance hardly between anything. The whole race, Mike got 4, Gavin got 1 for an off track, and Brandon got 5 for probably maybe him and the Mike got together slightly and got the 4x, and then maybe he went off track at a different time and got a 1x. But 16 car thought it was last lap going into the last lap. He thought it was the last lap, so I think he might have lost a couple positions there at the end, which sucks for him. But we finished 11th, started 9th, gained 17. I'll take that. Nick gained 1, but his iRating's like 1,000 higher than this. That's crazy. Gained some safety as well, which was really nice. Needed that from this past week in New Hampshire. New Hampshire was rough, so I'm happy to get along from that. But this week is Pocono in the Cup Series. I keep thinking it's the Indy Road Course. The last, like this past week for New Hampshire, thought it was going to be Indy Road Course. It wasn't. Then next week, which is this week now, I thought it was going to be Indy Road Course. It's Pocono, so I keep getting the schedule mixed up. But next week, 100% is Indy Road Course. I'm excited to run that just because we ran so much road course recently, and I've had a lot of fun and good experience learning the tracks and actually running it. But great win by the 3. I'm interested to see Gavin's perspective here. And then Nick coming up through the field also, because he started a couple rows back from us. And then Gavin was in a hornet's nest back there, it seemed like, but he gained some spots as well. So I'm the only one that lost a couple spots out of the 4 of us. Mike, where did he start? 11th, finished 12th, so he lost a spot too. But he live streams these. Justin also lost some spots. He started in 3rd, fell back to 7th, so not sure what happened to him. He might have burnt out his tires or something, or just got stuck on the outside trying to get by somebody. Not sure, but the 7 car was flying. But overall, it was a lot of fun. Let me know if you guys run this week. Set's really loose to start out with. Will get tighter as you go, so be wary of that. But if you get below that bottom seam to get to the bottom of the corners, it will get very loose. So just be careful with that. Let me know how you guys do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. I appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.